I can hear you perfectly fine. Thank you, sir. Can you hear me fine?
Yes, I can hear you, man.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us on Mzansi MMA and IOLSport, Conrad.
Okay, no, you're welcome, my brother. Thanks a lot for having me on Zanzi.
That's all good,
my
man.
brother.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to just get into it. We have about 40 minutes to chat, so I'll just get straight into it, Conrad. Can you just tell us,
Okay.
for all the viewers and the fans, when and how exactly did you get involved in MMA? I know you've got a very strong boxing approach. Did you start boxing first, or where did it all come about?
Actually, I grew up doing karate while I was young. I think I was about seven years. So that's where I started to love karate. So when I turned 11 years, that's where I started to go to kickboxing. And from there, I did turn pro. I was 14 years while I turned pro in kickboxing. And then, yeah, from there, I was busy involved with kickboxing. Then kickboxing fell apart. So I started to go to Muay Thai. So that's why I went for Muay Thai in 1997. I think I won African title of Muay Thai there by Caesar's Palace.
Okay.
So MMA, I started, I think, around from 2019 going back, it was 2010 to 2012, somewhere there. At the World Cup, I remember that.
Okay.
So, yes, I started to follow in MMA. I started at CIT. To be honest, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure about the date, but now I'm 42. I started at 35 years. That's why I started to love MMA. Because Muay Thai, when MMA introduced in African martial arts, so Muay Thai fell apart. So that's why I saw Mornay, Fisa at Vision Native while Leon was preparing. I asked them, can I join you guys? Mornay says no. Like I was on top of that guy for almost 2 to 3 months trying to get inside the CIT. So finally, they gave me a trial to go and train with them and see if that I can fit in. So funny enough, I thought I would fit in. I told Mornay that because of my stand-up was very good, I told them I'll finish all of them. So they just took me down. I couldn't do focal. Yeah, that's why I started to love MMA. Yeah. But I've been fighting almost the rest of my life.
Okay.
So I turned pro when I was still young. Yes.
Okay, cool. And then, I mean, I'm not of the opinion that you are, I'm not saying you're close to retiring, but looking back so far, what is your most memorable moment in your fighting career? Like just something that stands out for you so far, whether it be your Muay Thai or your kickboxing or EFC. What is your most, is it the fans in the arena? What is the most standout moment for you?
Stand-up moment, that's where I got knocked out for the very first time in my life. You know, it was at Caesar's Palace. It was Muay Thai. So after winning the title at Muay Thai, so I defended about, it was Challenge Grove, I remember that guy. So that was a moment I will never forget, you know, because that moment I got beaten very hard, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's
the moment that I wish I can just get a rematch from that guy, but I don't know, is he still alive? Is he still around?
You know, it's interesting.
Never forget that.
It's interesting you mention that, because most people won't highlight a sort of a negative moment to look back on, but your looking back moment is something that where you got knocked out, which is quite interesting. And and you just said how you wish you could get that fight back. I was going to just ask you a follow-up question. What would be if you could choose one fight that you wish you could get back? Would that be that specific one, or was it something or was it a fight in EFC also, or is it only that one?
No. The fight I can get back, it was the fight against Who was it? But it was not too long. It was who's this guy, man? It was
The Rocha.
like about that's it. That's it. That's it. No, you are reading me. That's the fight that I can just get back, So that fight, man, it was stopped really quick and I was not rocked. So, well, Bobby, I'm not blaming Bobby. That's his job there to protect the fighters inside the cage.
Mm.
So that's Bobby's caliber. But they stopped very quick. Even I lost lots of faith in fighting MMA under some rules. From that day, I thought, what came into my mind, I said, why don't this MMA just be there, just put 15 minutes without a ref, without nothing? Because, I was prepared for that fight, to be honest. I've trained a lot, I've trained hard. I remember I went also to UMF with John Ventures. That's where we help each other. I was preparing for that fight. Like I was 100% prepared to fight Darolcha. So for that fight to get finished like that, it was so disappointing in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's the fight that I will never forget.
I can imagine. Yes, I can imagine. You put in a lot of time, and then that frustration, it finishes like that. Eh?
You know what I mean? Yes, yes.
Okay, and then Conrad, I want to ask you. Yes.
Yes.
No,
I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah, you can. What you wanted to say something?
No, I'm saying. I'm not that type of a person who doesn't take a lose. Who says I don't want to lose? Yes, I want to lose, but it depends what type of lose do you want. You know what I mean? I want to lose like a man. I want to lose like a fighter because you're prepared to fight. You are not prepared for a fight to stop like that. There's the fight that I will tell you about is that Gunther fight. Those are two fights. If things could happen, I will just go back and say I really want this fight as well. Even Gunther's fight, man, I left that cage without even a scratch. Yes, he controlled me. His base were good. His judo were good. But Julian, as a fighter, as an MMA fighter, you need to leave that cage bruised, bleed. Like if you win, you need to show that I was in that cage. You know what I mean? So that was one of the fights as well. I wish I can go back to it and take it as well.
I hear you, brother. I hear
you. Yes.
And then, Conrad, just looking back also to all those fights, and I mean, there was a lot of controversy and negativity around some of the fights, like the Luke Michael fight also. And does it ever hurt thinking back to those fights and recalling all the negativity that came with it, or does Conrad Seabi look at the situation and say, I take responsibility for the part I played in the fights being cancelled, and therefore you're not too worried about what everybody else says? Because obviously you get a lot of people on social media, there's a lot of warriors on social media who say a lot of ugly stuff. And obviously some people refer to you as the bad boy of the EFC, So does it sit well with you? Does it motivate you? I know some fighters they like the idea of being like in like, for example, Conor McGregor, or even in WWE, there's people who live off that bad boy image. Does that feed you, or do you just look at it like I own up to my mistakes, or are there things that hurt you also when people like always say, why does Conrad's fights always cancel? How do you deal with that?
Julian, thanks for raising that question. I just want to put something for the fans as well. People that they know me, they know what type of a person I am. That's how I am. I'm not talking crap or talking whatever I'm saying because of I want people to love me. That's how I am. That's how I approach all my fights from Muay Thai. That's how I've been. And I won't be the favorite of all the fans. I don't expect everybody to love me. I'm not money, man. I won't make everybody happy. I'm not a battle of one. You understand what I mean, Julia?
Yes, sir.
There's lots of people that don't know what type of a person I am. Yes, especially on Luke Michaels. I will take only one blame. I remember I missed weight it was, I remember it was supposed to be happening in Cape Town. I
Yeah.
was 1.2 kilometers up. We went for weigh-in that night, I remember. So the fight was still on. But tomorrow, the fight on Friday night, the fight was on. I was 1.5 kilometers up. Tomorrow morning, Luke Michaels, Graham called me and says, Luke Michaels, they say he mustn't take the fight. He was still at FFF. My question is, am I the only fighter that loses, that can make weight? There's lots of fighters that didn't make weight. People forget, the time I fought Weight Search, Sean Dilange put out, it was 12 hours before our fight. 12 hours before our fight. He went out. People don't say shit about it. They just only say it's Conrad because of, well, I don't mind people talking about me, so they motivate me a lot. Because only negative, not only positive things will motivate me. Even that negativity, they'll make me strong. I'm one type of a person that I don't get demoralized by people talking bad about me. So that's the name of the game. And some of the people that are fans, they pay to see you. The reason that why they tell me shit or they say shit about me is because of they really want to see me fight. So that's why I make it as a positivity. I don't take it like these people hate me. No, they just love to see me fight. Only one fight. There's lots of fight even now, Julian. They're still happening. People are missing weight. So what's happening? Nothing is been talking. But you know what? I won't compare myself with anyone because Lions doesn't compare itself with lift people. You know what I mean? Before I fought Max Martin, I called Dino out. Dino didn't want to fight me. Dino, if he told Graham he doesn't want to fight me, Dino Baghetti. I told him crap on social media. That's where Max Martin stepped in to fight me.
Oh, I see.
He took Dino's place. People, they don't know things like that. They only know that Conrad this, Conrad this. I only blame myself on not making weight on once. The other time, yes, I was in a zone. I was alone. I won't be afraid to fight Luke Michael. I fought in that zone. So I went to the Menix. I didn't go to, I remember I was in Cape Town. I didn't go to Mamelodi and say, please examine me, my brothers, because you know, things happen. I called Graham on the spot. Especially, no, not me. The guys that are with, they called Graham. Graham spoke to the doctors. They said, these guys, they must be sent to the EFC doctors to get checked. I went there, they checked me. They said, bro, you are not fit to fight. They don't see behind the scenes what's happening. They only see the negativity. You know what I mean? But that's life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that makes me strong, to be honest with you. That's why I'm standing today because of the negativity. You know, my old enemies are becoming my friends. I'm happy to get the new ones.
Yes.
And I just want to say something. I'm not done. I'm not done yet.
Okay. No, that's...
Can I jump in? Can I jump in on the? Because this is getting me warmed up. You know what I mean?
No, it's fine. It's fine, brother.
I'm gonna talk about the Ricky Mishola saga.
I was actually going to ask you now, speaking on behind the scenes, just can you personally from the horse's mouth tell us, because everybody's talking stuff, now we can hear from you on from your point of view, what exactly happened there?
You know what I mean? After Jikasa's fight with Ricky, as a coach, you have to go to backstage and check how your fighter is doing. Are you fine, Jikasa? I just went there to check on Jikasa. So the person between Jikasa and Ricky Misholas, the person that left that medical room first was Ricky Misholas. I never had an argument with Ricky where buddies. He used to sponsor me. I promoted his company. So while I saw Ricky Misholas, I said, hey, Ricky, man, well done to your fight. Sorry, brother, about it. I didn't even finish the sentence. You know, if you get caught by a cheap shot, my man, no matter how strong are you, you will fall. And Bona, you will go straight to hospital. Ricky Misholas, immediately when I went to shake his hand, he just pulled my head and he kneed me. Surprisingly,
did he knee you?
Me, I was still a bit awake. Yes, he pulled my head to him. He knee me, he gave me 2 punches. People that they were next to me, they said, Conrad, you went out for 5 to 10 seconds. In a change there by the medics. Daniela, the doctor, was there. Paramedics were there. Security guys were there. I'm not here to blame Ricky Micholas. I just want to make it clear for people that they always talk crap behind the keyboard. You know what I mean? So they just believe what they want to believe. They're just making stories that they just want to make stories about. But it's fine. So on there, Anisette was supposed to go he was on his way to fight Ilunga.
Yeah.
I was away after that 10 seconds. I wake up on a bed with the machines in my head. The doctors were all over me. Once I saw the TV, I saw Anisette went in. I went crazy. Because to be honest, as brothers in arms, we really want that. I myself, I want the belt on brothers in arms. You know what I mean? To get the belt is a big achievement. It doesn't matter it's me or whoever. As long as the belt is under brothers in arms. So I went up on a spot. I just rushed it. I told the doctors, I said, I'm going there. Daniela and the other Daniela, it was Daniela and Dr. Ali, they were there, and some medics. Daniela went with Mrs. Conrad, you can't go alone there because you are not. And I said, you know what? I'm going there. I want to see Anissette's fight. So that's why Luke Michael started to say on social media, you said you were concussed, but surprisingly, you were in Anissette's corner. I says, bruh, you know what? That was the moment that we've been training for. That was the dream, not only for Anisette, for brothers in arms. By seeing that, I said, you know what? I don't care what happened. I have to be there in Anisette's corner. By the God's grace, I was there. Anisette lost the belt. On the spot, Daniela, EFC doctor, they took me back to medical rooms. The ambulance was waiting for me on the spot. They just take me straight to hospital. I got checked. I was not all right. I went for MRI. MRI checked me. Neurology. I think I went for 2 doctors. You know what I mean, Julian? So they declared me off for the fight. They said you must stay for 3 weeks, not doing anything at the gym. You can't even fight. You're gonna give you some few months before you can fight. They have to clear you first. That's why on the spot, Graham sent. I don't remember who did he send. The next day they called me. They asked me what happened. I've sent everything. I didn't mean this to happen. I think maybe, look, me and Luke Michael's fight doesn't have to happen. I don't know. You know, I want people to ask themselves, who is Luke Michael? Why am I running away from Luke Michael? I will never run away from Luke Michael. Dino Bakatin ran away from me. Sean DeLange ran away from me. How can I run away from Luke Michael and fight the dangerous fighter like Darolja, like Gunta Kalunga? You know, these are fights that I wanted most, and I did for those 2 fights. So when people run away from me, nobody says shit. But that's, as I said before, Julian, I won't compare myself with anyone. So that's how it is. You know what I mean? So
no, thanks for,
but I'm a man enough.
Yeah, no, thanks for clearing
I'm
those.
stronger than that, Julian.
Yeah, no, yes. We're just glad that the things you are healthy again and you came out perfectly fine, eh?
And Julian, my health comes first, my man. I have a family, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have a family, I have a business, I have the work that I'm doing. I can't just risk for that moment. I don't live for a moment. You know, I have to be fit for my family. So I didn't care what people say, who says what. They can talk as much as they want, my brother. I'm still standing and I'm still going forward. And I'm still the cage wise. Now I'm wiser than they never thought. That's why I even spoke to Graham. I said, the time I said I'm fighting, so I just want it to be maybe a surprise. Just that they have to sell the fight, they have to show you that you need to fight. But there's someone that I really, really want to fight. Yes, I don't mind Sean Dillon. Who's this guy, man? Who's this guy? Who's this guy was supposed to fight, man? Luke Michaels. I don't mind his fight. And I also, took positivity from Luke Michael while he was telling me shit. You are afraid to fight. You are faking this. It was frustration. He was ready to fight me. He was prepared. He went through a camp. He sacrificed a lot. You know, even you can check my topics and my Luke Michaels. I wasn't swearing at him. I understand his frustration as a fighter. People that are behind the keyboard, they call themselves media, journalists. Me and Luke Michael after that fight, you know what Luke Michael said to me? He says, brother, you make me train hard. I was prepared to fight you. And I really understand what happened. So I'm sorry about saying this. I said, no, Luke Michael, it's me who has to say I'm sorry. Because we are supposed to fight from, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 times. The fight didn't happen. But brother, I understand. I really appreciate that. At the end, Dino got the fight. He filled up the space, then you fought, bro. It was a good fight. Like we're talking like nothing has happened. It's not like we're trying to sell a fight. We're not selling a fight. We really want to fight. MMA is a sport, but it's a different sport. That's a blood sport. Once you go inside that cage, you must know anything can happen with you inside that cage. People that they haven't been inside the cage, they will talk the way they want. People that they never fought in their lives, they'll just talk. They don't know how it feels like. So people like that, I'm sorry to say this, Julian. I don't give a damn about them. I don't care what they say. They can talk as much as they want, brother. Like it or not, I'm still standing and God is giving me strength. I'm still going to fight. I'm still alive. I'm getting healthier. I'm going to get checked again. By the end of this year, I will fight. I'm not done yet.
Well, that's good to know, man. And I mean, I'm glad that there's so much positivity around you also now, and the way you're looking at things also. And I mean, I'm just looking at, speaking about positivity, there's so much greatness and goodness coming out of the BIA camp. You're building such a great stable there. Do you feel that with all that camaraderie and that brotherhood in BIA, that when you decide to go full time into coaching, when you leave the fighting, it's going to be easier for you because of your newfound passion, because you look like you just very at home in the coaching corner. Also, it just looks like your fighters, they warm up to you, and it just looks like there's a lot of respect between your fighters and you. It's something that comes very natural from an outside point of view, what I see. Do you feel it's going to be easy for you when you one day hang up your gloves, going to coaching? It's going to be a bit easy for you because of the fact that it's just this transition is coming so nicely together from fight to coach.
Yes, it will be much, much easier. And there's things that I didn't say, but I will say to you, Brothers in Arms is being represented by the biggest company in South Africa. So they want me to just hang my gloves, focus on coaching, because Brothers in Arms is doing well. They said, Coach, what point do you want to prove? While you have young blood that are coming up, you need to build the team, because the team is there, to be honest. Like, by the grace of God, Brothers in Arms is getting where I wanted to go. You know what I mean? I'm happy about it. Yes, it will be easy for me to hang up the gloves, but I can't hang up the gloves just like that. It's either it should be a win or lose inside that cage. I have to, the way I've started, that's how you have to finish. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. I'm happy where Brothers in Arms is going. As a small, let me put it this way, as a black young coach, as cage wise, coming from where he comes from, finally my dream has come true, my man. I don't expect to have a bigger building, to have bigger this, bigger sponsors. I'm blessed. Brothers in Arms is blessed to have the athletes that it has now because of the style we are doing it. It's easy for me to grow the team because I know how it feels like inside that cage. I know how it feels like to go through a journey of a fighting, to go through camps. I know how the pain feels like. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, it's easy for me, Julian, to hang up the boots, the gloves. But I won't hang them now. No, not anytime soon. I just want to hang them like a man, like a real man. You know what I mean? And I'd like to also thank one coach that has built me up. It wasn't easy for me to be in MMA. I remember I was at CIT. It took me 2 years to train before I get the first fight. You know, Morne Fisa, he's not just a coach, he's a big motivator. He's a very, very good coach, that guy. Somewhere, somehow, I am what I am today, especially on Brothers in Arms. I've learned a lot from him. You know, I respect that guy a lot. I respect Morne Fisa. He taught me a lot. So I'm a man enough in sports because of him.
Okay,
So yeah,
beautiful.
that's what I wanna say, man.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thanks, Conrad, man. And then just tell us, how did BIA come along and where is the gym based exactly?
The gym is based in Pretoria in Kilner Park. It's next to shooting range. It's there by next to Queenswood. Yeah, I think it's Kilner Park. If you go to Kilner Park, there's only one gym in Kilner Park. It's 10 to 15 kilometers away from CIT.
Okay.
So yeah.
And
Yes.
how did it come along? How did it exactly start?
It started while I was at CIT. So well, I was at CIT. It's not like things didn't. I don't want to talk bad about anyone, you know, especially where I come from. I did ask Morne. I said, Coach, I just wanna go outside the team and then just to start something from. I just wanna be on my own. I've got some people that they believed in me. There's people, Julian, that in life they believe in you in a sense of you don't see how good you are. Some people they can see the good on you. It's like they can predict the future for you. So I got out at CIT. I was helped by the lady called Tanya Magadi. So he says, Coach, you know what? You can open your own team and build your own team. I remember it was me and Tumelo Maputa. We didn't fight this Morne. We didn't fight this CIT. Nothing bad about CIT. It's just that everything has its own time just to have. Everything happens for a reason. It just happened, Julian. I want to put it clear. I don't want to put it in a bad way, Julian. It happens in a sense of me and Tumelo, we decided, says, bro, you know what? Let's go out there and just experience how life is outside. You know, as a son, having parents, you are not living your parents because of they are treating you bad or they are very strict. You need to experience the life outside. I was that son at CIT. So I got help. Yeah, that's why I started to build CIT. And then me and Tumelo, we got called Heinen, and he said came. So the team just started to grow bit by bit. It is where it is now because of that lady that helped us to make me believe in myself, to open my the Brothers in Arms team. Yes,
Okay.
it comes a long way.
No, I
It
can
wasn't
imagine.
easy, Julian. Not having sponsors, my man.
Yes.
MMA fighting is not an easy sport. You need sponsors. You don't have a car to take fighters there. You don't have this type of food. It was raw training. We didn't care about this new style thing. Remember, we didn't know. We knew about jiu, but to get a good coach for jiu, it was difficult. Cole Heinen there, he was the one that was doing jiu from long before he can do kickboxing. So that's him that we started just to help each other because we are the best stand-up fighters ever. There, I guarantee you, we were the best stand-up fighters, me and Tumelo, and then we came with Cole, and he said, Kim, yeah, that's where the team started to grow. Anything is possible, Julian, once you put God first, my man. I'm a living proof of that thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Even now, Julian, things that are happening for Brothers in Arms, it's a blessing, brother. We don't have much. We have loyalty, respect, and love. When we train, you don't play games. That's why inside that cage, we don't believe there's anyone that can take us out just like that. Even now, I'm telling you, my man, we Brothers in Arms doesn't say no to any fighter. Not, I'm telling you a present situation. So that's what I'm saying. It's by the God's grace. That's what I can tell you, man. It's when it's your time to shine, it's your time to shine. Nobody can take it away from you. No matter how much they can talk bad about you, I will mention someone, Julia. I don't know. I just want to cough out. Né?
Sure.
And I want this person to hear this. Big L. Big L. I'm taking you, Julian, like you are Big L. So he must listen to this. I don't have a problem with him. I don't have a grudge with him. I say what I say on the spot. I don't hold grudges. I don't pretend to be who I am. I remember I told him the way I want to tell him. I told him the facts. I told him everything that I told him. Surprisingly, I thought he was a man enough because we were talking face to face. After what happened with me and Ricky, I saw him make a video in social media. I just look at it, it was 20 minutes or 30 minutes. He was just talking crap about me. He said, I deserve what I got from Ricky. I was like, this guy, I deserve to be hospitalized. I deserve to get concussed. I deserve to lose my mind and not be able to feed my family. What type of a person is he? How can you say things like that? But you know what I said, Juliet? Something that he doesn't know me. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was born and raised in Mamelodi. I was born in the most dangerous place ever in South Africa. His ways, I was laughing. I was this guy. I'm over him. I told him whatever I have to tell him straight to his face. I don't need people to fight my battles. Yes, he's got the platform, but that platform is not to destroy people or to make people to love him about what he say about me. I told him face to face. We were face to. I thought he was a man enough. If he has a problem, he was supposed to tell me everything face to face, not on social media. That doesn't do nothing. I was laughing when I watched it, but I was like, he needs to be ashamed of himself. Getting people to fight his own battle. Because I saw the comments, I laughed. You know what I mean? I'm like, I've said what I've said, but what I'm saying to him, he needs to grow up. He needs to be a man enough. He needs to do what he's there to do. He's not there to destroy people. He needs to build people. He needs to do what God gave him the talent to. As a journalist, you need to help people. You need to upgrade, especially, let me say about this industry. He needs to promote teams. Doesn't matter wrong or right. He needs to be positive. You know what I mean? But that's how he is. I don't mind. I don't have a problem with him. I'm done with him. I'm over that. It's water under the bridge. But just that I was so surprised when he said, I deserve what I got. I remember on that argument at EFC while I was telling him, if I was wrong, Julian, if I was wrong about everything that I said, EFC was supposed to suspend Brothers in Arms or suspend me because everything that I said was the truth. You know what I mean? It's just that I don't want to put EFC. There's a lot of people they don't know. I don't want EFC to fight my battles, and I don't want to use EFC as a scapegoat. EFC, they've done their part. If I can, on this interview, I can tell what happened, you'll be shocked. But I'm not that type of a person. I'm not a sellout. I'm not a snitch. You know what I mean? So I'm cage-wise. I fight my battles. And we saw, he said, Brothers in Arms won't be promoted. People don't love it. Listen, brother, as an athlete, you don't be loved about who you are, what car you driving. It's about the performance you do inside the cage. The Brothers in Arms, they will be loved about the performance they put inside the cage. Then people, that's what I'm saying. Negativity on me, it makes me strong. He says, Brothers in Arms won't grow. I said, Baba, let me tell you something. You are not God. And you'll see, believe you me, Julian, Brothers in Arms is going far. And it will surprise a lot of people. And I'm not saying this to you, Julian, because of I'm trying to favor you on it on interview now. Brother, I pray God help you. You know what? People, they've tried to put me down, lied about me. So you came and you had that positive story. It was about Luke Michael, I remember, on Cape Town. You put it out there. People were like, they were shocked. Because behind the scenes, people, they don't know nothing. They just only see things that are happening in front of their eyes. There's a lot that is happening behind the scenes. You know what I mean? We don't need to lie to fans for fans to love me, to love us. I'm not. And I say whatever I say sober. Even when I wake up, when I go inside, I will tell you the same thing. I will, whenever I fight someone, I don't like that person. He's my enemy. How can I love someone that you're gonna fight inside that cage? I can lose my life. My career can be done. You know what? It's sports, yes, but inside there it's war. We'll make friends after it. That's me. That's how I am. I don't say bad things because of I don't hide. That's how I am. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
Julian? So
No, thanks
yeah,
for
that's
that,
life,
Conrad.
brother.
Just
Yes, man.
you sound so excited and passionate about BIA, and I mean, I must also highlight, like you spoke about a couple of them, but I mean, you've got some amazing athletes coming through, like yourself, Jikasa, Cole Henning, Aniset, Makengele. Just, I mean, you're building quite an army there, no?
Yes, man. Julian, there's something about the Congolese, brother. They like to fight. They just need someone that understands them. They need someone just to take out that talent inside of them. They need someone who understands them more. Those people, brother, there's someone that asked me a question. He says, bro, why, as you are standing, you are living in Mamelodi, why you don't promote a lot of fighters in Mamelodi? I said, brother, let me tell you something to answer your question. Let's put it straight. Foreigners came here to work. They didn't come here to play games. You get someone from Mamelodi, you tell that person you must train. An example, do 100 push-ups, do this, don't do that. We'll end up saying, bro, no, I can't do this. Because if you think you are a South African, you can get everything in a silver spoon. You need to work for it. Brother, Congolese are ruling in EFC. Congolese, they are here to fight. So I was lucky. I got the right fighters that they need the direction. You know, I will tell you this, Julian. Out of 100% of Congolese, 50%, I've helped them. I found those guys, they said their own brothers, they couldn't tell them pro. I fought for those guys because I saw talent in them. So the connection that was between me and them, it's amazing, brother. It's so amazing. So we just managed to connect. So to cut the story short, man, yes, God is helping brothers in arms. Where I have an amazing athlete, my brother. And there's still more to come. There's still more. I'm just waiting for MMA just to approve the pro licenses, and then yeah, there's still more. They haven't seen nothing, brother. So if someone needs help from me, give him help. Don't give him a rock. If he needs bread, don't give him a rock. Give him bread so he can eat. So some they have brains, they just need direction. You know what I mean? Yes. So I'm not saying they are where they are because of me. They are where they are because of God is helping us, is connecting us. Everything is happening because of God. He's proving to people. He's making a living. That's what I'm saying. I'm a living proof. I have some few athletes in Mamelodi. I wanted to promote them, but because of nice time, my brother. Nice time is killing a lot of people. So that's why I ended up saying, you know what? If you really wanna keep your career, you rather choose between nice time and this. And Congolese, like foreigners as a whole, can be Zimbabweans, Congolese. Most EFC is conquered by Congolese. The Zimbabweans, they are really hard workers. They know what they're here to do. You know what I mean? Some of us growing up in Mamelodi, an example like Faiz, I just want to make an example. Check South Africans that are champions. Check South Africans that are serious, especially blacks. Black South Africans. Check where they come from. When I say blacks, even colored, I'm saying, we check where we come from, our backgrounds. We want to change our lives. We want to make a living. We just want to, motivate these youngsters to come and see that not only Mamelodi produce criminals, Mamelodi's got talent. Cape Town Flat has talent. So where to have talent? You just need to get those people and just grow, grow this black nation, my man. You know what I mean?
Yes, correct. So, Just on that point, Conrad, if the meeting ends, I'm going to send you another link and we're going to continue speaking, okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
just
Okay, Julian.
don't worry if the meeting ends, because I only get a certain amount of time on Zoom. So, and I'll just send you a new link and we'll continue chatting, okay?
Okay. No worries, Julian.
Okay, and then just tell me, Conrad, while we're still here now, how strong? I mean, you did give me some insight, but how strong is your desire still to fight? And in terms of how many fights do you see yourself still having? Because obviously, like I said, you're doing such a great job as a coach. These guys are all looking up to you, and I can see your transition moving nicely into coaching, but you're still a coach fighter. But how badly do you still want to fight? And do you still have hopes for a title? And how many fights you see yourself have left?
Thanks for that question, Julian. I don't see myself fighting for long. I see myself fighting 1 or 2 fights, then I'm done. Because if you can check, there's guys that the division I am, there's middleweights that are coming on this division. Welterweight is an example like Magengele. So I need to focus on those guys. Someone has to focus on some fighters. I can't just, while this team is growing like this, I can't just focus on fighting and being coaching. I need to choose. I can't do both. So I just want to fight, even one fight. That will be awesome for me. By end of this year, then I hang my boots. I focus more on coaching. That's the plan. That's what I want to do.
Okay, beautiful.
I
Thank you,
don't
man.
see myself fighting for it. About the title, man, it's done. I couldn't get it because of this. It was not meant to be. There's some other things you don't need to force. If they're not there for you, they're not there for you. It was not meant for you. So your journey ends. There's a level, there's time that your journey ends there. You need to just accept. It's not an easy thing to accept, but you need to find it and just, continue your journey on another road. As a coach, I'm happy to be a coach, and I'm sure I'm making a good coach because I can read what's happening inside the cage. I understand everything. So yeah, but the God's grace, yeah, I hope I win some awards as a coach, as a young coach. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Conrad, and outside of fighting, what and who is the most valuable people or thing in your life? I mean, I know your mother and MacD, they're very close to your heart. Just tell us, can you elaborate on what is very valuable? What does Conrad Seabi hold very close to his heart in terms of people or just anything?
To be honest, Julian, yes, my mother, I am what I am today because of my mother. She didn't do abortion. She didn't abandon me. So she raised me to be who I am today. But as a man, to have a direction, you need the right woman. You need the right wife. So outside the cage, I would say, even for me to be a better coach is because of McD. You know, as a man, if you're not happy at home, nothing is going well at home, you'll never be the husband that you want to be. You know, you are what you are because of your woman. You know what I mean? So yeah, and Maggie, man, he's giving me a lot of support, brother. He's there for me. He's there for me, brother. I've been through difficult times, through bad things around Mamelodi. You know, Meg is my pillar of strength. Yes, my mother, she is. I understand, but she has to give me to say, you know what, Maggie, take care of my son. So Maggie, she's doing exactly what my mom expect her to do. So yeah. Now, yes, I have brothers and sisters, but I'm forever with Maggie. If I have to be a better man tomorrow and be happy to the fighters, to train them to be happy, it should start at home. Who's building you? Who's helping you? You know what I mean? So, and there's another guy I want to mention. He doesn't want to be mentioned. You know what I mean? So I hope he sees this. It's Shlomo. He's a very nice guy. He's Shlomo. Yeah, I really think I'm happy about what he's doing to the workers, man. He's such a God sent. He's been sent by God, that guy. So that's what I want to say, man.
Okay, cool. No, thanks for that, man. And then just tell us, Conrad, you do have kids, eh?
Yes, I do have kids.
Tell me, do they love the fact that you are fighting? Do they support?
Yeah,
Do they come to the fights? Do they like watching the fights?
they they are boys, 2 boys and 1 girl, and the firstborn, yeah, with me and Meg. Yes, they don't wanna see do anything to do with MMA. They don't like fighting. They are under the development of Sundowns, so they are playing soccer.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely,
they're doing well at Sundowns. Yes,
lovely.
I hope and pray everything goes good with them, so they can be the superstars in future and
Okay,
represent the same name. You know,
nice.
the same name
That's
has to grow, man.
of course, yes. It's actually
Yes,
my follow-up question. I know Pitso was at Al Ahly and he's doing very well.
yes,
I'm very happy for him. So I'm okay. Clearly, your children are at Sundowns, which is very fantastic. Congratulations on that, sir. Um, but
yes. Thanks a lot.
so you clearly are still a very big Sundowns supporter, even though Pitso's gone.
Come again. Can you repeat that, Julia?
I was gonna ask you now if you're not a Sundowns supporter anymore, seeing that Pitso left, but you clearly are still a very big Sundowns supporter because obviously your kids also in the Sundowns program now, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
And you still
I
very much
think.
a, can you hear me?
Come again. Yes, I can hear. Something was wrong. I couldn't hear you very well.
Okay,
Yes,
and
now I can hear you very clearly.
okay, now I was wondering,
Sorry about that.
I was concerned that you lost your love for Sundowns after Pitso left, but you're still very much a Sundowns supporter.
Yes, I am, man. Yes, I'm a die horse for some Mamelodi Sundowns, brother. uh, the other thing is, Julian, people don't understand how much I love the sport. Uh, I remember the first event at Menley. I was the first person to bring lots of supporters there. I remember Drikas was fighting the same day, but the Mamelodian Sundowns were there, man. That's how much I love Sundowns. That's how much I love EFC. You know, I will highlight this just a bit. And I'm having this platform. I just want to use it, man.
No,
I
go
wanna,
ahead. Go ahead.
I want to advise most of athletes. Julian, you need to run your own race. It's not because of me and Cole are there. I have to poison Cole and says, bruh, EFC, shit. EFC doesn't pay this. But tomorrow I'm fighting. I'm
Yes.
telling you this, tomorrow I'm fighting. I'm asking Graham, can I get a fight? Brother, we are what we are today. A lot of fighters went to UFC because of the recognition from EFC. Yes, there's this and that and this, but sometimes you need to look at the positivity. Stop focusing on the negativity. You know what I mean? What about the positivity? I am what I am today because of EFC, my brother. So all I'm saying is, guys, they must just be men enough. You can't allow any man to come in your house and manage your own wife and kids. You have to run your own race. You know what I mean? So my advice to them is just to be strong, be patient. I pray EFC, God help them to get big sponsors so they can just pay more money, you know what I mean, so fighters can live with it. Yeah. That's the thing. EFC is a big brand, man. You are what you are because of it.
For sure, yes. For sure.
And
then
definitely sure there's few guys they hate me because I was talking to them today.
okay, now awesome stuff. And then outside of MMA and combat sport and soccer, Conrad, what other sports are you interested in, if any?
None.
None.
That's the
Okay.
only sport.
No, fair enough. I appreciate the honesty.
Yes.
And then when you're not working or training or supporting Sundowns or with your family, what is your favorite pastime, Conrad? Like, what do you like doing? Is it like, I don't know, taking drives with MacD or spending time with your family? What is it that you do?
The job I'm doing as well is a close protection officer.
Say again?
As a close protection officer.
Okay.
VIP protection. Yes, that's what I do as well.
Okay.
I like to protect people. Yeah, that's what I do on the side as well. Besides that, I like to spend time with MacD and the kids. That's most of the time when I'm not at the gym, when I'm not doing the side job. I'm forever home with Maggie and the kids. Yeah, that's my life now. I'm not a friends guy, a friends person anymore. I've been there. You know what I mean, Julian? That's what I'm
Mm.
saying. I pray people can I just want to be an example. It's not about having a title, it's about living a positive life. I've
For
been
sure.
accused, I've been betrayed, I've went to jail because of betrayal about this, and friends, they tell you do this, don't do that. You end up being in big shit. So I don't want that anymore. I'm done with that life. So I just want to advise a lot of youngsters that, brother, uh, crime doesn't pay. It doesn't. Like street life as a whole, nice time doesn't play. But it's hard to talk to someone that doesn't have an experience. You need to experience, but sometimes it's bad. You experience only to find out that was your bad luck. Once you say no, I'm still growing, I'm still young, I have to experience. Not this time of a lifetime. It's not back then you used to experience do this, and now it's rough. Now they caught you, go straight to jail. They caught you, they'll kill you. So we need to live positive. Especially I like to motivate young black people. That is not only in Mamelodi, in all of the locations. Now, the way we grew up, Julian, we grew up tough, my brother. It can be Zimbabweans, Namibia, Nigeria. All I'm saying, we have to stay positive, Julian. And we need to get this mindset of not all white people are racist, and not all black people are criminals and killers. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
we need to treat each other like humans, my brother. So yeah, that's the message. That every time when I go to Mamelodi, I see things every day, Julian. It hurts me. I wish I was rich, or I had big sponsors that I can just say, guys, you know what? Go to house and take the kids and put them in a boarding school where there's five. Because some kids are talented, but because of poverty, man, it's
Yeah.
hard. You know what I mean? So we just need to pray God to help us and give us the light. Yeah, that's my concern. And I really admire too much Faiz Jacobs. I love him with all my heart. He comes from a difficult place. You can't survive staying in Cape Flats. I know, I've been there. I've seen it. I used to have friends there. But for him to come there as an Uber driver, living that life, to have that belt, man, it's a big achievement. I really love what he's doing. I pray Cape Townians as well, they stay together, brother. Yeah, God help them just to build a bigger team there, just to be united, brother. Nothing is impossible when you put God first, my man. So
Yes,
that's
correct.
that's my concern, man. Yeah.
No, thanks for
So
that, Conrad. Thanks, appreciate that.
thanks, Julian. Thanks,
And
man.
no problem. And then Conrad, just tell us can you, if there's one thing that the fans, all the MMA followers, that they don't know about Conrad Seabi, maybe something only McD knows. Is there something that you can tell the world, something that will shock the world, something that people don't expect of Conrad Seabi? What is it about Conrad Seabi that the world does not know?
Yes, very good question. People see me as an aggressive person inside the cage. Outside, while I talk back, I talk crap. I'm a God-fearing man. Outside the cage, outside them, and I'm not. I'm afraid to hurt someone. That's some fans I really need them to know. I'm a God-fearing man. I'm not there. It's work. Outside them, and I'm a good man, Julian. I will tell you, brother. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I know I won't hurt anyone the real barracks. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's people have to know about me. And then I don't like racist people. I don't like it. Doesn't have to be white against black. Also, black against white and black against black and white against black. I'm afraid to hurt someone. I enjoy to hurt someone inside the cage. I
Mm.
love it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
work.
that's a
After that,
professional
you're
sport.
free.
Yeah, it's a
You
professional
know what I
sport.
mean? Yes, because
Yeah.
I remember some people. Thanks for that question, Julian. They said, if you, I remember it was me and Temba with clashing. It was in Melee. They said that's how he is. I'm sure even where he stays, he likes to fight. No, I'm not like that. No, I'm not. Outside the cage, I'm a good man.
Mm.
I'm a very, very good man. I'm a God-fearing man. I love to see people succeed. That's why people like me, Julian, I will tell you something. I will never be rich on MMA because I don't take money from fighters. Even a fighter, they say 25% or this. Even he can say, coach, I will say, brother, you know, instead of you giving an example, giving me 2,000, I said, you know what, give me 500, it's fine. For helping you, for doing this, I don't mind, go and make money. That's me. That's me, Julian. So only stingy people get rich. I'm not stingy, brother. I just want to see people proceed. I just want to see people be united. That's something that people, they don't know about me. You know, they just see me being aggressive. I'm a straight talking person. The reason is they have to understand me. I don't hold grudges.
There's a difference, eh?
Yes, I don't gossip. If Julian, I don't like you, I will tell you straight. Julian, I don't like you. You did this and this and that. If Julian, Graham tell me that Julian says this, I will say, Julian, yes, Graham, he says you did this and this and that. That's why that's me. I'm not a bad person. I'm a loving person, man. I'm a love outside the cage. I'm not a fighter, Julian.
Okay, no, that's good to know, Conrad. Thank you. And then I mean,
you're welcome, Julian.
I appreciate also the way you speak so passionately about the growth of MMA. I want to actually ask you, this is my second last question. What do you feel will help grow mixed martial arts and improve the careers and lives of fighters in South Africa? Do we need more promotions, or do you feel more sponsors, or do you feel like government needs to get on board and back the sport now?
The government needs to step in. Minister of Sports, they need to step in. They don't understand what this MMA is all about. I've been there, Julian. I've went to black big government companies. I asked them about the sponsors, build me a gym. I wanna help me with money, donate me. I want to build this type of a gym. They say, what is it? I said, it's MMA. They said, no, it's a blood sport. We don't care. They don't care. Government doesn't care about these private companies. Government must just step in. That's why if government step in, EFC will grow. EFC is one of the biggest, it's the fastest growing martial arts on earth. They just have stopped to be naive and look at soccer and rugby. There's contact sport as well. We can't all of us go to play rugby and soccer. You know what I mean? They have to step in and help the fighters and help the organization. I pray EFC, I'm not sure they're approaching them or not, but from my understanding, government doesn't care about this MMA thing, the fighters. They don't care. I've seen it. They told me. I'm not saying something that I don't know. They don't understand. I pray that they must just sit down and relax and find out what is it about this sport. If, Julian, I will be honest with you, if they don't want to promote white people, they are wrong. You know what I mean? If they think this sport is for, it's a loving sport, it's making people unite. And most of the fighters here are blacks. You know what I mean? They must just get involved. EFC needs a government. So government just to step in, man, just put 1 billion and says, you know what, put this, grow this, do this. It's the fastest growing sport. It's being watched by millions and millions. You know what I mean? So that's my concern, because it's not easy for government to build even a gym. It's not easy for them to sponsor you. We're getting sponsors by private companies. You'll never see Tshwane says he's sponsoring Cage-Wise, Minister of Health.
Yeah.
They will never do that. They will buy what kind of a sport is like. They say it's an aggressive sport. It's a sport that it's taking kids away from good things. I don't understand. They know they even grew up doing karate, some of them. Now they're working in government. They don't want to sponsor us in MMA. You'll be like, you know.
And the thing is, mixed martial artists are more calm than any other person most of the time.
Yes, and that's a discipline sport, man. You can't be an MMA fighter and discipline is there. And it teaches especially ladies and kids. I've seen, Julian, no matter if you hate someone, if someone is doing good, is doing good. I've seen in Cameron Pritchard, there was a day he was on, was it ENCA, talking about how to teach people the grappling, it's not about fighting, to defend someone, defend yourself. MMA is one of the sports, mixed martial arts. It's a very good self-defense that you can learn. Brother, if we can teach ladies and kids MMA, not for them to fight, for them to defend themselves, bro, crime they will smash these criminals. But we need help from the government.
Yeah.
We need help.
And I mean, if EFC can, I mean, EFC's got such a nice platform already. If they just get a little bit of extra money, they can do even more amazing things, right? Because they put on very nice TV shows. We have to give them that.
Yes, that's true. If they can just put it more, and I'm not saying me per se, they can just keep on advertising it as ENCA, just to make people, to teach them. Maybe they don't understand what MMA is all about. You know what I mean? So they need to be learned. That's what I'm thinking. They don't understand. They don't have a clue what MMA is all about.
Yeah, a lot of people just think it's a violent sport. It's ugly fighting, but they don't understand the professionalism.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the biggest concern, Julia.
Okay, and then Conrad, my last question for you for tonight: if Conrad Seabi had one piece of advice to improve fighting in Mzansi and to improve, like, advice for athletes, what would that be? If you have now 10 up-and-coming fighters, what would your message be to those 10 fighters?
Difficult one. It's a difficult one. Because if we're getting enough money, we'll be like to promote lots of fighters, good fighters, to build lots of fighters in MMA. Let me give you an example. We have lots of good fighters in EFC, but for them to focus more on fighting is not easy. Some you need to fight, you need to go and bounce, you need to. That person says, Conrad, because of you're a fighter, come here. I want you to go and beat that guy. He owes me money. And you know that I'm a professional fighter. Why don't you build me? Build the fight. That's what I'm saying is, the bigger picture here is EFC, if they can just get a big sponsor. If I'm a fighter, I have to focus on fighting. But for now, it's difficult. The money we are getting, EFC, Africa will grow, but it is going to be only that person and that they've got a privilege of family members that are helping them. This paper, he says, no, focus on fighting. I will give you a clear example. I've been at CIT. I'm not saying, talking anyone there. Because he's got a good advantage. He doesn't need to work. He has to focus on training and fighting. He's not worried about buying food, supporting this. The family is there for him. All you have to focus on is fighting back. Some of the fighters, they don't have that privilege. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So Africa, believe you me, Julian, Africa can conquer UFC.
Yes, I believe that, yes.
It can destroy it. Like the scene, you can see the guys that are already there. If the boys here on Africa, they can just focus on fighting. It's not easy, man. We don't have money, we don't have sponsors. That's what I'm saying. The government, Julia, the government. Okay. The government is costing us big time.
Yes. And I mean, look, if you look at, like you said, now Dricus has also good support base, but if you look at Israel Adesanya, Francis Ngannou moved to France, Kamaru Usman, they all look what they do with the opportunities they were given. So it's just a matter of our athlete, our black and colored, and even, I mean, white athletes who don't have money, from those who just get opportunities, they can obviously take over any promotion.
Yes, you can. That's true. And I'm not saying only Dricus. You have to be like Dricus, have a supportive family. Yes, we have also supportive family. It's always the luck. Just to, like Francis Ngannou, the way he did, he didn't give up. Like he just got lucky. Maybe he worked hard. I don't know how he went there to manage to go. But it's a good example as well for boys that no matter what type of support you have. It can be negative or positive, rich or poor. Don't give up on your talent. You know, anything can happen in life. Those
Yes.
are the guys that are motivating Africa. So
Yes.
Africa's got talent, my brother. It is. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
like now, Julian. You'll ask people to help and build the gym because now the location, most of the locations, they're using schools and halls to train the fighters. I've seen it. Tomorrow you want to train the fighters. It's a government hall. They say no. Tomorrow there's an ANC meeting.
Yes.
There's people. There's grannies that are doing this. You're not gonna train shit. You have to go there. We need our own gyms. You know what I mean? But how are you gonna get that? Sponsors. People are rich. People are afraid of tax. They must just come to EFC. You know.
There's enough
Not
money. There's enough money to go around, right?
enough money. You know what I mean? So people are crazy, man. Unfortunately, that's the worst part of this earth. There's nothing. It's out of our hands. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah,
But you
no.
have to think positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's how we must do our but just to continue educating the world on mixed martial arts so that
Yes.
people can start
Yes.
opening their minds to the sport and start helping out.
Yes. And the other thing is for these small black boys, small white boys to grow, they need good positive journalists. That's how you grow. If a journalist says, I won't grow this person, I don't like him, he's not my favorite, you will grow, but you'll go slowly but surely. We need to work with each other, like work as a team. You know, you promote me, I promote you. That's how it is. That's how most journalists has to do. But most journalists, they destroy people. All they like to hear is lies. They don't want to get the proof of that. So you'll just hear Julian says, no, Conrad beat Maggie, he's in jail. No, I didn't beat Maggie. Maggie shot me twice in my leg. So, because I defended myself, no, Conrad beat Maggie. She shot me first. What was I supposed? You know, they don't get this type of things.
Yeah.
We need to work together. I'm not saying you, I'm not saying who, I'm just saying in life, to make a better world, we need to work together.
Yes, correct.
Besides that, we'll destroy each other, brother. You saw,
Yeah.
and that's not good. You know, that's not a positive thing to do, man.
No, for sure. I hear you. That's why we must
Yes,
continue doing
yes.
our part. Yes. But
Yes.
Conrad,
And
yes.
Julian, the last thing,
Yeah.
please, Grandma, see this. EFC needs the rankings to come back. Rankings. They have to bring back the rankings. Julian, you'll find someone that you know this person is, yeah, bruh. You'll ask yourself how this person got the pro license to fight. I'm not saying it's EFC. Some people you'll be shocked. They're draining down the dignity of EFC. People you can see this person, like they just say, hey, wake up, go and fight cage-wise. You know what I mean? So the standard of EFC is going down. Look back then. So I'm not saying it's EFC or MMA. I'm not saying that. Whatever, you need to examine someone that, is this guy really worth it to be a professional and to fight?
Do you think that that EFC is a bit desperate to get fighters also because they can't afford to pay fighters? So if someone just qualifies, they're going to put him in. Could that be the problem?
No. I'm not saying that they're desperate. They just put anyone on there. You know, according to my understanding, EFC likes to help fighters. They just want to see people fight to go abroad. They're just promoting us more than them. On the money issues, I won't interfere too much. I don't know what's happening, but I can say yes. This COVID, I can say from now, COVID has killed a lot of things. There are a lot of sponsors put out, lots of things happening. So you know, yes, it's a good industry, man. We just need to work together, you know, to make sure this is where we love. This is what we love. This is what we do. You can't keep on going outside and destroy EFC. Tomorrow you'll never fight. So that's where we need to stand together as a team and grow this industry.
But you said that
we love EFC.
You want the EFC just to get their ranking system back in.
Yes, that one. I asked Graham, please, Graham, you will need that. Even though we thought not too much millions, but just to keep the stability, discipline, to keep the discipline there. You have 19 fights. Someone just comes there, 2 fights, you have to fight it. It doesn't make sense. No matter how good that person is, the experience counts. Experience counts a lot. You know what I mean? We don't want to kill their morals, because there are also these youngsters, they want to fight. Now I want to fight you, but yes, you'll fight me and take advantage that you are 20-year-old, I'm 40 years, you think you'll beat me. Listen, I'm not there to beat you. I know once I get the experience, I will kill you with experience. And so the rankings is a very good thing. So it keeps the discipline. And we, as fighters, we need to work. I said, if I see it's number 1 to number 5, I have to beat this guy. I have to be there on number 5. Then that's why we're going to fight more. That's why we'll train more. Like now, I don't want to talk anything that I don't have a proof of. I will just say things that I see. You know what I mean, Julian? So even money-wise, yes, I know money-wise it's a problem of sponsors, this and that, but the government must step in. They don't have to help EFC. They're helping us as fighters. So once they put money there, then I'm definitely sure the money will increase.
And just tell me, because you're saying now that you're concerned that sometimes they just there's one fighter who's got 2 fights and he's 20 years old putting up against a much more experienced fighter. Do you feel that there's enough fighters in the EFC, on the EFC roster, that you can actually do that ranking system? Because I just feel like there's so few fighters now. I mean, I know Graham's building the roster again now, but could that not be the problem? The fact that so many fighters left and they're trying to busy recruiting more.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I think, most of the fighters, they went to UFC, some RS, some Brave. Yes, I think they're trying to build up.
Yeah, but you're saying once there's enough athletes again, then Graham must implement the ranking system.
Yes.
Okay,
but even now, even though they can start to do it, because now, an example now, Devele is gonna fight Jikaza. We should know who's next between who's a heavyweight. At least they can have just five guys on heavyweight, welterweight, middleweight, flyweight. So just five is enough, and the rest will just fall in.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I understand they're trying to build it. Lots of fighters have left UFC. Some they don't want to fight because of some various reasons. So yeah.
And actually, I said I'm going to ask you one more question, but this is the last one. Jikasa, you must be so excited. I mean, the man, and not to badmouth Ntembela or anything, but Jikasa looks like he's on the route to get that belt.
Devele is a very good guy. He's got a good attitude. I know him from Kyokushin. He's a very good fighter, But at the end of the day, brother, he stand no chance against Jikaza. I'm telling you, he stand no chance. Jikaza's mindset have changed. That guy is a destroyer, brother. Like, he's on another level. He will take this belt. I will bet with you like now. I've seen him train. He's with us this is the second fight he's with us. So we have lots of fighters that people can't see behind the scenes. Heavyweight, big guys, top guys from Muay Thai, top guys from kickboxing, jiu-jitsu guys. So Jikaza he's improving. We are taking this belt. We are not training. Brothers in Arms is not in EFC just to take part. No. We are there to conquer. And they will feel us. Believe you me, next week, Jikaza is leaving that arena with the belt in his waist. And they will say, why Anise didn't leave the belt? It was not Anise's day. I won't say he was bad. Ilunga, at the end of the day, he was on top of his game. The game plan, he used the game plan, he won the belt, yeah. But listen, we are not saying because of Anise had lost that belt. Brother, come and watch Jikaza. If this fight pass first round, I will give Ndebele, I will put my heads off for Ndebele.
Conrad
He's a complete
Seabi,
fighter, G-Guy.
Mr.
Thanks, man.
Seabi, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. And I wish
Thanks,
you,
I really appreciate it.
I wish your gym and your family everything of the best. I'm looking forward to following BIA even further. And I mean, just seeing all your fighters
Yes,
grow
yes.
and seeing you grow as a coach as well, Conrad. Man, thank you so much and God bless.
No, I really appreciate it for you having me, for saying things that I wanted to say. I wanted this platform just to clear some things, you know what I mean? I really appreciate it for your time, Julian. It means a lot for me. You helped me a lot, brother. So God bless you.
I'm just here to help give the fighters a voice, you know. That's what I want to do.
Thanks a lot, man.
Cheers, Conrad. Keep well, like.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Good night, brother.
Cheers, good night.
I hope to see you next week.
I'm gonna do my best to get up there, brother. I'm gonna do my best.
No excuse. You have to come, Julia.
I will do my best, I promise. Cheers, Conrad.
Okay, man. Thanks a lot, brother.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure. Good night.
Thanks, Julian. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.